Hello everybody, I'm Rohan Walia. I'm Oracle ADF and Fusion Middleware Consultant. In this video, I will be showing you how to implement personalization using metadata services, the MDS framework provided by Oracle ADF. So let's get started. So I fired up JDeveloper 12c and I've created a Fusion application. And the Fusion application, I have created a model project. In this model project, I've used a simple employee EO from the HR schema and the application module which is exposing the VO. So in order to configure uh, MDS, we have to double click on the view controller, go to ADF view. So by default the customizations are switched off, so we have to enable it, and it asks for two options, that the customization should be for the duration of session or duration of across the sessions. So if we select across the sessions, it will be getting saved when the user logs out and logs in again. So we will select across the sessions using MDS and do an OK. So after this, we have enabled MDS in our application. After this, the important thing is to configure the settings in adfconfig.xml. So adfconfig.xml is a very important file in which plays part in the MDS. So here we can see this is adfconfig.xml, and when we go to the view, when we go to the MDS tab, we can see that there is a customization classes which we have to add. So basically customization classes is the class which will be returning the value. So since we are doing personalization here, so we want that when user logs in and does some changes, when the user logs out, it should be getting persisted. And when the next time when the user logs in, the application should know that yes, the same user has logged in. So there has to be some mechanism which will provide back the same username. So that is done by a class which is provided by the framework, which is called user CC. It's called user customization class. So this class basically returns the current logged in username. So as we know that in MDS there is one base document, and there is the customizations which has been applied on that base document. So this customization class user CC returns the framework, the username. Framework then takes the username and goes into the metadata services repository and bring out the customization which was done in the previous session and applies on the base document. So this is a very important part for adding the user CC customization class. There are different type of customization class. User CC is one of them. Site CC, ADF role CC is which returns the role of the current user if you want to do some customization based on ADF roles. And also you can create your own customization class, and you can refer to one of my blog posts to learn more about this. The link for the blog post is below this video. So we configured the customization class. Now we have to configure what are the components which will be taking part in the MDS. So we go to the view layer, and what we do is we select the tag library, and it says ADF component. So we will be adding two components. One is column and one is table. So in this use case, what we are doing is the user will be logging into the application, and will be creating a table out of employees VO, and that table user will be hiding a column out of that table. So when the user again logs into the application, he should not see that basically that column. So we will be selecting a column and table here, right? So that it knows that when there are some changes which are being done to column, ADF column and ADF table, it has to persist those. Okay, so now we are almost done with our settings, for MDS. The other very important thing is that since we are doing the personalization, so user has to log in, right? And he has to and for that login, the customization class object user CC will return the current username. So it is very important to implement ADF security in our application. So we'll be going ahead and we'll be configuring the ADF security from the application menu, and we will do it ADF authentication authorization, the standard procedure, and we will be creating the login page which framework provides, and doing a next, and a finish. So we enable security in our application. Okay, so we are now almost set for the personalization. Now what we'll do is we have to just create a new page. I'll go there and create a new page, and we'll give it a name is test MDS demo, and we'll create a JSPX page and do a OK. Okay, it's fine. So we have the page now. So we'll be going to data controls, and we'll be dragging the employees view object. Oops. Okay. So we'll be doing we will be doing a table, and we will be doing ADF table. We're doing a single row read only table, and that's fine. And we need these columns, so we'll do it. Okay. So as I told you, the use case is that user should be able to hide and show the columns, right? So for doing that, we need a mechanism so that user is able to hide a column. For that, what we do is we will the structure panel, we will surround this column, this table, sorry, with panel collection, so that the user is having the capability to show and hide the columns. So we are all set. So the last thing which is pending is that we have to provide access to this page. And if we go to secure and entitlement grants, we can see that in the resource grants, the web page, and we will be associating an application role which is authenticated role, so that this page is viewable to the MDS demo page is viewable to the users who are authenticated. So we are all set. Let's go ahead and run the application. Okay, so I'm running it on this is fresh install for the JDeveloper 12c. So I'm running it for the first time, so it will be creating a domain for me. Your password, and do a OK. Now JDeveloper is basically deploying the application on WebLogic server. It will be creating the default domain, so it might take a couple of seconds more. It's creating integrated WebLogic server domain. Okay, so our application server is up, and it is deploying the application on the WebLogic server, and we'll be getting the page very soon. Okay. Let me bring in. So here is if I do WebLogic and welcome password. I can see the page, right, with employee ID. So what I do is I click on over here, and I don't want to see the employee ID, so I I just uncheck the employee ID so that it removes. Okay, so I go again and I just close my browser so that I have to log in again. Okay, so if I fire up my browser and again, okay, so it is not asking me to log in again, so I can do it on the IE, right? It is ask now. I again log in with the same credentials, with logic and password. If I see, I am unable to see the employee ID, right? So this is how it's basically is saving the state of the user in the last login. So when it logs out, it does, when we close the browser first time, it removes the session and it saves the components which were, I remember we added column and table as the components. So whatever changes be done on the column and table, it will be saving it in the MDS store. And when the user logs in the next time, it renders first the base application, and on the top of it, it goes to the MDS store, sees that the last time user removes it hided the employee ID column, and then it renders on top of it, so it hides the employee ID, right? And if if you want to see, so basically, as we discussed, that there are two types of MDS repositories. One is MDS database and one is the file system. So in this we didn't mention any repositories, so by default it took the file system. So if you go into the default domain of your server, and if you go to o.mds, so if we go there, customization, and there's a folder o.mds.id.deploy.base. If we go into it, ADRS, so it will be saving the name of the application. Then we did MDS customize. So cust is the folder which it creates automatically inside the user. So suppose we logged in with WebLogic user, right? Suppose we logged in with the other user, so there will be a folder of each and every user, and inside it there will be a name of the page, and in that page there will be the settings. See, this is created by MDS framework, that it gives the IDs to all the columns, and it says that C1, the column name 1, should be visible false, that it should not visible. So if we again log in with the WebLogic user and unhide it, so next time the entry will be written as true, so it has to make it untrue. So this is when it is using the file system as MDS store. So the same thing happens when it uses the MDS database as a store. So that's it. That concludes this video. Hope you liked it and you got to know that how we can implement MDS in our applications with much of ease. Thank you. Thanks a lot.